How you doing today? We're gonna have an awesome day today. The scariest shot in golf for most people. Let's go. Here it is, 40 yards, pins up front, water hazard. You're so close to birdie, but yet so far away at the same time. Can you pull this off? Can you pull it off under pressure? What do you need to know? What are your thoughts raging through your head? There's too many. You might as well lay up over there. That's what most of us should do, but you can't, because it's golf and you're you, and you gotta put it tight, because everybody's watching going, placing side bets on you. What's gonna happen? What can you do? You could pull this off. You can pull it off every time, and you're gonna start to love this shot right here. By the way, before we get started, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's free. Just subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss any videos that come out. You're notified. And make sure you hit that like button early. Hit it early. Don't wait till the end. Be one of the last people. Do it early so you can be like ahead of. It's like, you know, you invested in the stock before it went crazy. So hit the like before it goes, you know. Okay. 5 keys. You can pull this off. Let's go. Okay, first things first. This is one of the few scenarios where I will actually have my hands not in the center, although you can do center, okay? But I know you get a little scared with this shot with hand center, because you don't want to chunk it. So mentally, we've just got to kind of cure that by slightly putting our hands forward. We're talking from center, just go right on the thigh, middle of the thigh. That's going to be your first step, is hand slightly forward into that right, or into that front thigh. Okay, that's going to get you part of the way there. Obviously that was a little long, so we need a few more things to make sure we can get it close now. Let's go. With each tip we do, we're going to get closer and closer to that flag, because you need them all. Most of them are going to be setup things, so you can kind of just set it all up and you're good to go. Again, okay, hand is here. Now, this is where I might just back the ball up just a touch, okay? So hands forward a touch, ball instead of center. I'm just going half a ball back of center. Right there is where I want to be. Obviously, you see my stance is pretty narrow. I'm not doing one of these guys, so that's a given. That's part of the setup. So feet here, hands here, and ball back like half a revolution of that thing. I was getting there. It's getting closer now. Okay, number 3 coming at you. Okay, these are also kind of in order, well, of importance. So, and the reason I say that is because that first one's kind of on the back of the green. That's kind of worst case scenario. So you have to do, you know, hands forward first, and that's what that shot will give you. And that's the safest one, right? Then you want ball slightly back, and you get a little closer. So as we go, we're adding more pieces that's going to help the ball get closer to the hole. So this next piece here is we're going to open the club face. So I got my hands forward, ball slightly back. What you got to do here is you have to open the club face up here. So we're going from 60 to like 70 degrees or so, right in there. And because we want that sole, we want to use that sole. This is the bounce angle. We're going to add bounce to it. We want to use that sole because obviously on this short shot, I don't want that leading edge digging into the turf. So you have to open up the face. But if you don't, you know, you're going to get the result going farther back. So everything else stays the same. And hands slightly forward, ball slightly back. Now I've added the open the club face. Ooh, that's getting closer. Almost hit the flagstick. Great. And that you can hit a little behind the ball, and you're still good. So you got to remember, opening that club face is going to help you start getting that ball closer to the hole, stop digging that leading edge into the ground, and bouncing that bounce off the turf, which is going to be super critical for this shot. Number 4 tip coming at you. You don't want to miss the last 2. This is going to get you right there. Okay, tip 4. I shouldn't have to say this. It should be obvious, but again, if you don't do it, it's not going to kill you, but if your weight is back, that's bad. So we want your weight forward on that front foot, and we want to stay there the whole time. Never transfer your weight here. So everything's good. Hands are slightly forward, ball is slightly back, hands are, club face is slightly open, and my weight now, I just shifted that forward right here. Okay, and I'm going to stay there this whole shot. Oh, I love that. That was a good one. Nice and smooth. So when you get that weight forward and that face open, you're able to take a little shallower swing, bounce that sole into the turf, and start getting that ball closer and closer to the hole. There's one more. It's my favorite tip of all. And when you get these down, which these are all set up. So you get set up, now you have one swing thought, which is tip number 5. That's going to get you really starting to, little hint for you right there, getting those balls right where you want them to be. Okay, this is the thing that nobody tells you because they don't want you to hit it in the water. But I'm going to tell you it because I believe it can help you have more fun, get shots closer to the hole, and if you do tips 1 through 4 correctly and have the correct fundamentals and setup, then you could do tip 5 and it will pay off for you. So I'm no professional basketball player, but I do believe that, let's say when you're shooting, I don't think you aim for the back of the rim. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Do you aim at the back of the rim, or do you aim to just get the ball over the front of the rim? I don't know, I was always taught like you see the front of the rim and you just try to go right over that. And so that ball's got the right arc. You're not trying to hit the back of the rim. You're trying to get it just over the front of the rim. Maybe I'm way off, but this tip is that theory, okay? So I see that wood and this water, so that's the far end of the water. I'm trying to get my ball to just go right over the back edge of the water, not the front edge of the water. That would be ridiculous because I'm not trying to go in the water. That would be making a basket, right? But I'm treating the back edge of the water as if it's the front edge of the basketball rim. And so I'm looking at the front edge and I do everything else and I'm visualizing this ball just flying over that front edge of the rim or the back edge of the water. Same thing, right? And so now I can really start to flight it in there and see that. So I'm looking at that wood, doing all my other fundamentals the same, and I'm trying to flight it right over that. Oh, and the cool thing about flighting it over that back edge is that it's going to go lower with more spin, just because you visualize that. And that's going to help us control, you know, the spin of the ball and the distance of it. That was the best one because I had that shot, boom, and you see it went lower, stopped, took a couple hops and stopped, and I was able to control that. Those are your keys. These are your keys for the toughest, well, the scariest shot in golf, which is this little guy over water to a short pin from like 40 yards. Nobody wants this shot, but sometimes, many times, you have it and you just gotta know how to pull it off. So think that final key, shooting that basket, just right over the back edge of the water, okay? And it will carry because you did everything correctly in your fundamentals. And then it will stop and check. And you'll love it and you'll look forward to these shots instead of dreading them. And that's what we want for you. I want you to improve, I want you to have fun, I want you to get creative and be able to pull stuff off that you never were able to pull off before. Thanks for watching. Hope this video is helpful. Let me know how it's working for you. Next time you're on the course, try to get in this position so you can try the shot The more you try it, the more you fail at it, the more you do it, the more you'll succeed, the better you will get. Love you guys. See you in the next video.